सुजलां सुफलां मलयज शीतलां सस्यश्यामलां मातरं वन्दे मातरम् शुभ्रज्योत्स्ना पुलकितयामिनी फुल्लकुसुमिता द्रुमदलशोभिनी सुहासिनी सुमधुरभाषिणी सुखदां वरदां मातरं वन्दे मातरम् त्वं हि दुर्गा दश प्रहरणधारिणी कमलां कमलदलविहारिणी वाणी विद्यादायिनी नमामि त्वां नमामि कमलाम् अमलाम् अतुलां सुजलां सुफलां मातरं वन्दे मातरं वन्दे मातरम् श्रीविद्यारोग्य सिद्ध्यर्थं शिवपुत्रं शिवङ्करं विज्ञानानन्दकर भास्वन्तं विघ्नराजम् अहं भजे विघ्नराजम् अहं भजे अहं भजे.
Now we have Indian anthem and American anthem followed by. Please stand up.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad suns and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red flame, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sailors, that's our spangled banner gave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good evening, dear AMCANA members, seniors, classmates, college mates, juniors, guests Dr. Raviraj Garu, Radha Madam, Dr. Sudhakar. Annual conference, Las Vegas comes excitement to meet all our friends, juniors, and the most important part of AMCANA's mission is a networking among AMCANA members and AMC alumni in this country. I'll give an example of how it really affects the new students who are coming to the country and the people who have been here for a long time. So many dedicated people have worked tirelessly to put this event together, and there's plenty of volunteers. My executive committee and the guidance of Board of Trustees made this evening very special to me and to all of you to attend this evening. I thank each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart, and my hope is that we all enjoy a truly memorable weekend filled with nostalgia, gratitude, and excitement. There are a few classes I want to recognize. Class of 1981, that's my class, has the highest attendance. And I want all the first-timers to attend this meeting. Please raise. And this is a good start. We are able to encourage so many first-time newcomers to this event. I want to especially thank my guests who came all the way from India, Dr. Raviraj Garu, Radha Madam, Dr. Sudhakar, and Dr. Padviraj Garu, along with all other guests. My sincere thanks for making it. Over the last years, we have done quite a bit of accomplishment. If you really look at the progression of AMCANA, last 10 years is where the growth has been, and tremendously in the last few years. I wouldn't necessarily take all the credit, but last 4 or 5 years, the momentum has started. In the last 2 years, 2 principals were key at Andhra Medical College to make our project successful, Dr. T. Radha Madam and Dr. P.V. Sudhakar. Without them, I couldn't have done anything. We created AMCANA Medal in Nephrology. We did Dr. Raviraj Garu Excellence Award. And then we have done an enormous work on AMC CAP project, which you're going to hear more. and we have committed $1.5 million of commitment on behalf of AMCANA for this noble project. The single largest single-family philanthropic activity comes from Dr. Ravi Sharma Garu and Seshu Sharma Garu on behalf of his father to renovate the Department of Pathology with the close to $250,000. And the project started about a year ago, and you can read an article in our souvenir how much hard work has been put in to really become a reality. And I think on August 16th, we're going to be doing the first starting of that work. And we would like to accomplish it by next year at the time of 100th birthday of Dr. Ravi Sharma Garu's father. And TBI project, the traumatic brain injury project, which is a baby of one of our alumni, Annapurna Patisapu and Jogu Patisapu. We have supported that project with 2 grants to propagate the teaching as well as the research at Andhra Medical College and King George Hospital. That was one of the pilot projects started at KGH with the nodal centers all the way from Rajahmundry to Srikakulam. And the real credit goes to Jogi Patisapu, but AMCANA has participated with a couple of grants, almost close to $40,000. Women's Health Initiative Project and Mammography Project, which will be in detail will be presented by Sitaramaya Garu, is probably one of the most persistent actions by class of 1966 along with AMCANA to really make it a reality, and he's going to show us the data, how we're impacting the poor patients of KGH and Vizag. Of course, the long dream of Dr. Ram Kairam of emergency medicine residency has finally come to fruition in the last 6 months. And I think it's just a starting, and I think he will take from here and training the people, and we will get more report on that project as we move on. And finally, in May of this year, we started a new initiative. We thought on the website to have a digital photo initiative where all the classes have their folders. You needed to upload the photographs, so anytime you can go to amcana.org, and when you go into the digital album, you can see your classmates, and as you keep moving on, put on more photographs, it becomes a very vital exchange of your activities across the globe through photographs. And it's just started 2 months ago, but we are going to make a progress as we go on. Of course, all these activities comes only with the generosity and philanthropy of all the alumni like you. So what we decided in the past, every single meet, we used to have a kind of like an auction, announcing, going table to table, putting a competition between class to class to raise the funds. We decided something different. We want to do a passive fundraising. So I put an appeal page on each of those tables with an envelope. You can pledge, you can write a check, you can even leave a credit card information, would be very confidential, of any amount of money. Nothing is too small, nothing is too big. And the project that we are supporting as part of the AMCANA project is AMC CAP. There are a lot of unforeseen events happen at AMC and KGH, and we tried to help as much as we could. Like the Hut Hut project, we had renovated all hostels, ladies hostels, PG hostels. So we need a general fund. So I also would like you to keep that in mind when you're giving the donations. Give to the general fund of AMCANA so we could use that fund for more needy projects as they arise. Otherwise, if a specific project is being labeled, I cannot transfer the money from that project to this project. So please keep that in mind. It's very important activity of tonight. Take a moment, take those envelopes, fill it up, and leave it to our volunteers. There are some challenges I faced, and we all faced in the last few years. Main thing is membership. We are over 1,000 alumni in this country, and we attract probably about 100, maybe 150 at the far. we have to have a methodology. We need to recruit more of our alumni, improve our database so we can communicate and we can make them activated. There are a lot of people who are not here. They're very interested to make it to our meeting, but they couldn't. They got it in the last minute. I got a call from Dallas. There are about 65 alumni from AMC. Apparently they had no idea that we have an AMCANA meet. And I apologize to them because there's no way for me to know where they are unless they're in our database. Our way of communication is emails and WhatsApp. The robust we get this database, the more we can communicate, we can improve our membership, we can improve our activities. That's my challenge for the next few years, whoever is the presidents and the secretaries. And of course, networking is very important. When I came into this country, when I was interviewing at Emory, believe me or not, the person who interviewed me at Emory for my internal medicine residency was Dr. Ravi Sharma. And it was so nice to see that I'm from AMC and he is from AMC. All of a sudden, we got bonded. I'm sure I got a spot because of him. Thank you, Dr. Ravi Sharma. These kind of things make a difference. So networking among ourselves, when you're looking for a job, when you want to take a place, when somebody retires, you want to have a close alumni in the neighborhood. One of the alumni who was a radiologist part-time came to my town, found out that I'm from AMC, first thing called and said, "Can I see you, sir?" So these things are important. It is all about connectivity and networking. And AMCANA is here for all of us. So if you can participate, it would be a great idea. Of course, financial stability is very important. There's always some optimism and some pessimism. Anytime we talk a project, there are some very optimistic, there are some pessimistic. Everybody says, "Oh, this cannot be done. Why are you doing for free? There must be something you're getting back from it." At the end of the day, if you think about in an optimistic way, can we do it? We can do it. There are a lot of hurdles in every project between the administrations, between the politicians, but at the end of the day, we can accomplish if we have a positive attitude and positive optimism. It's very time consuming. Sometimes some of these projects takes almost a year to get anything done in India. But that's how it is. I think once we persist, it will happen. So we cannot leave those things. And I would like every one of you to pay attention to the souvenir, because every single project that we have done or the projects we'll be doing has a full articles, and even one of the articles about the pathology by Dr. Bhagyalakshmi has really narrated the process that took for us to come where we are. And that's a really eye-opening, and it's a good positive reinforcement that we can accomplish things no matter how it looks like. There's one of the very important articles that I read and it kind of caught my eye. One of my beloved friends, Vijay Lakshmi, wrote, "What does AMC and AMCANA mean to me?" And that's a question that each of you should ask. And at the end of the day, if you can take some memories and you make some new friends and you can continue to contribute any way you can to AMCANA, that would be a big take home from today's meeting. This is a perfect platform where we have people who want to donate the money, and here we have people from India who will accept these donations and philanthropy activities to put into the action. So if you all have any questions tomorrow at meet and greet, come with ideas, discuss with Dr. P.V. Sudhakar, who is the principal right now, is the man who has the key. So if anything needs to be done, he'll be, and we have the delegation from India. And this is the first time we're very fortunate to have an officially principal of the AMC to be here in our meeting. And I would like all of you strongly encouraged to do that. As we move on, we're going to have our webpage more stronger, and we're going to put on all the projects you can donate, all the activities. We'll have a lot more active web. So all you need to do is amcana.org. If anybody asks a question, then you would have so much of information that you can be part of us and part of you. About the digital album is a new initiative. Dr. J.V. Subbarao could not be here. He asked me to present 3 of his slides. Basically, this concept started in May of 2018, and we have uploaded quite a few albums. And from 60 to 69, for one reason or the other, they had a 90% of the photos were loaded. Whereas 1980 to 89, about 20%, 90 to 99, hardly we have 2 folders. But our idea is to improvise this as we move on. Future plans is to have each year a representative who could take a volunteership to load these photographs. And I want to close with a few photographs. Dr. Willis J. Hurst is one of the finest cardiologists who really taught me not only cardiology, but how to be a really good human being, to be a really good physician with moral ethics. I'm really grateful for him. And this is one of our meetings with Dr. Ravi Sharma at Emory. We conducted like this, first Indian physicians at Emory campus. That was in 1992, Ravi Sharma. And this is a little historical for me, Dr. Sudhakar, and of course Dr. Raviraj Garu. We all go back to the alumni of PGI. And this is 2 smartest, good-looking guys in 1988. Not anymore, except Dr. Sudhakar is still good-looking. And we had a fascination, both of us. Sudhakar was my roommate at Chandigarh, and we both wanted to take a photograph with our ties, and he mentioned, so I found that photograph for him to show here today. I'll give you a copy, Sudhakar. And this is my family. Special thanks to my family for giving all the time I need to spend, and they helped me a lot, my children, for AMCANA. And there are 2 quotes from Nelson Mandela when I visited. It always seems impossible until it's done. That's what Padavi Rajgari keeps telling me every single time I meet with him. And what counts is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is what difference we have made to the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we lead. And with that note, I want to thank all of you for making for this evening. I hope you'll enjoy the rest of the program. I'll try to be as accurate on the times as I could, with a few exceptions. And we'll have a beautiful program at the end of the evening with orchestra and also a DJ for Lakshmi Naidu. Thank you. So I'll invite our Chairman, Board of Trustees, Dr. Sriram Garu, to give his address.
I think that you like this. Thank you, President Chalasani Prasad. Dr. Padaviraj Garu, I think I should acknowledge you first, because during my term since 1999 till now, when we initiated the projects, as soon as the thought comes, he makes things happen. And there is a quote from Ernest and Young. You always hear from start to finish, but the quote from Ernest and Young is from thought to finish. Sankalpam nunchi samaptam daka. So if I had a great involvement with AMCANA since 1999 till now, the credit goes to a couple of people who helped me being on my side. One is Uma Penukonda. Her spiritual camaraderie. If this meeting had this many people, half of them would have come because of her involvement from day one. She is, somebody mentioned, and I should second that opinion, she is the Mother Teresa of AMCANA. Thank you, Uma. The other gentleman is Dr. Padaviraj. As I said, he makes things happen. And one time we wanted to have a library in the name of Yagreswar Garu from Dr. Jain Subbarao. We just mentioned, and he made everything happen. We just bring the money, and he got everything delivered. So that is the great reason. So Mahatma Gandhi said, he is one of my heroes, be the change you want to see in the world. What is the change we want to see? The change we want to see is a culture of ethics, commitment, sacrifice, and harmony. and we all can contribute to the world peace through this. So namaste, dear fellow AMCANA members. It's a great pleasure and honor to be the chairman, board of trustees of AMCANA. This chairman position was very noble and respectable for me for my 19 years of service as president from 1999 to 2003, treasurer from 1999 till today, and chairman board of trustees from 2016 to 2018. During my term as president of AMCANA, had a great foundation, the resurrection of the 501c3 status, which can help people donate in significant amounts so they can get tax benefit, and major collaborations with AMC and KG's campuses. All this happened with the philanthropic vision of the Pattisapus. Why we mentioned that is the first family has donated $100,000 to this organization to give a moment that we can do things. And they are the people who started the philanthropy with this organization. Then the inspirational leadership of Rama and Kairam. He never let things go by. If he thinks, he makes sure that happens. He never leaves no stone unturned. And the generous attitudes of Dr. Sitaramaya Magula and his classmates, especially 1966 batch. As a batch, they contributed probably at least 20% of the money that is donated to AMCANA. The missionary zeal of Dr. Ravi and Seshi Sharma, which is mentioned by Dr. Chalasani Prasad. The facilitatory philanthropy of Dr. Prasad Chalasani. He is also action-oriented, and we use the word karma yogi. He wants to see something happen right then and there, so we can see the benefit right away. The sensitive and sensible presidenships of Raja Nandyal and Amala Reddy Madula. They are unsung heroes of this organization, but they have done more than monumental contributions to this organization. And the scholar, and one other president who doesn't come to these meetings, but he was involved in presenting scholarships to needy students, Dr. Sudhakar Babu Bangaru. He held the presidency during our first meeting in 2010 in Florida. And we are going to see many more contributions towards AMC CAB. You know what AMC CAB means? Andhra Medical College Centenary Academic Block. So we all should contribute in any which level possible towards those envelopes you see in front of you. And we're going to see many more contributions by the current and future leadership of AMCANA's flag, and AMCANA's flag will fly very high. And we may be outdoing other alumni organizations in very near future. And I thank the AMCANA membership for their trust in me during these years. Respectfully, Sriram Santi, MDFACS, Chairman Board of Trustees. Have a great meeting, and thank you one and all. Thank you.
I'll invite Dr. Ramon Kairam Garu to introduce our chief guest, Dr. P.V. Sudhakar.
Thank you very much. At this time of the evening, some of you would be anxious, oh my Lord, how long will this program be? I do not have a speech. It will be brief. I met this man about 12 years ago when he was vice principal. I got to like him for various reasons, and I worked with him while he was physician in charge at WIMS, while I was attempting to get attention on emergency medicine. And more recently, I have begun to speak to him extensively. He helped, at least at the end, to facilitate the opening of the Department of Emergency Medicine. So my toil is finally done. But why am I standing here? During all of this time that I have been going back repeatedly to Andhra Medical College, I see in this man somebody who understands very well the student life, professionalism, communication skills, even just to dress properly. A necktie, a white shirt, and even the way he presents himself. I have heard from many young students. I've had the good fortune of dealing with a lot of recent graduates in the last 15 years. this man is a catch. But I want to tell you, he's only 58. If all goes well, he could be there for another 5 years. Lots of things can be done. So I want to remind you all, while he's there, you may not be aware, or you may be, the incoming class has been increased to 200 students. It may go to 225. He will need help with implementing, delivering good student programs. So I want to tell you that I've gotten to know and like him very much. I've had him in New York for the last 5 days, and apparently he complained that I made him walk too much. Is that true? So, I thank you for the opportunity to let me introduce him. And here is Dr. Sudhakar, current principal.
Mr. President, fellow alumni, guests, I deem it's my fortune to stand before you on this occasion for various reasons. I profusely thank my dear friend, Dr. Prasad Chalasani, Dr. Malla Reddy, Dr. Kairam, for having invited me here. And this is a very special occasion for the reason that there is an unprecedented activity that's going on in Andhra Medical College. And I'm fortunate that I'm a principal at this point of time, and I owe a lot to the entire organizing committee for having made me part of the program. I made a small few slides for the sake of reminding you as to what's happening at Andhra Medical College. We all know that balance is everything in life. The ancient Indian philosophy of Ati Sarvatra Vajjayet is very well known, and Andhra Medical College imbibed that right from its inception. So it has been made into its logo as Neat with Nimis, let there be nothing in excess. So the balance in life is everything we know. So that basically makes the person and the personality as well. Ever since I took over the administrative charge of Andhra Medical College, and prior to that, as officer on special duty at Visakhapatnam Institute of Medical Sciences, I was overwhelmed with the generosity of the AMCANA and the AMCOSA. There were many projects that have been commissioned for that. I'm only an instrument to carry out all these activities. So I get immense pleasure being an alumni of this college in handling these situations. During my principalship, I have had the opportunity of introducing 3 orations and an excellence award and an AMCANA-sponsored gold medal for nephrology and various other activities which we run through. Padma Shri Dr. C. Sadasivan oration was introduced last year, and it was delivered by his own son, a famous cardiothoracic surgeon, Dr. S. Vijay Shankar, and for the second time it was delivered by Dr. C.V.R. Prasad from Australia, a famous cardiologist. Many of you may know Dr. Vijay Dandraj, who was the principal earlier and a great anesthesiologist living in this country now. And oration was introduced in his honor that they are ready to undertake. And it's our duty to see that their vision or their ideas are put into action. And the local press has rightly covered the contributions that are being made by the world students of this college. A full-page depiction of what is being done in our college is the testimony of the generosity of AMCANA. This has come on recently, a full-page article indicating what are all the different areas wherein the world students have contributed. There are various projects that are taking place in our college. You all know that the Centenary Academic Block is a dream project for all of us, and I'm glad to say it was dreamt by Dr. Kadavir Raju, and it is going to become a reality. The man who has dreamt it for the first time. And this picture on the left side shows you GIVA number 512, the government GIVA releasing 25 crores towards the academic block. So the government has already contributed 25 crores, and now it is our duty to see that the rest of the money is raised so that we can go ahead with the project. And to make a beginning, we have already had the foundation stone laid by the former Health Minister, Sri Kamine Srinivas. And next, there is another important project that we have taken up is with the help of this man. The reason why I have put his picture is Ramohan Kairam, ever since he met me, he is after this project. His tenacity made me do this. Much ahead of the government assent. And with the help of my friend, Dr. G. Arjuna, the present superintendent of King George Hospital, we have launched this program even before obtaining the government permission. I have a small video clipping to show you, wherein I'm going to tell you what was our emergency earlier and how it is now. And at the same time, prior to that, I'm going to show you what the principal's office is like now, which is, I think you're all fond of. Ramohan Kairam, during many of his visits, he taught the medical students, he taught the nurses and the medical officers the importance of emergency medicine, the protocols that need to be followed, and how it should be. This short 3 minutes video was made by my son, who is a house surgeon in King George Hospital now. And the luminaries on the wall of the principal's office are a constant source of strength to any principal who sits in that chair. You know, the busy King George Hospital used to have what is called a casualty earlier, which we have changed it to emergency. And this is the daily routine, what you see there, the number of people there with very few. That's what basically shows us the requirement of having a designated emergency medicine department with the standard operating procedures and protocols. There are times when you don't get in bed for the patient to put in an IV cannula. So this made us coax the government to have a building. which, a space. So this is the space that has been created by the government, wherein we have the new emergency medicine department. It was inaugurated by our Honorable Minister, Shri Kamini Srinivas. And we're having a department of transfusion medicine on top of emergency medicine. We have a ward, we have an ICU, operating room, and all the various. We have enough space for the postgraduates and the duty doctors to stay overnight. What is required is the space has been earmarked for the EM, the electronic medical record system as well, which is the need of the hour. And we have an X-ray as well as the ultrasonography that was donated by the AMCANA. And CT scan is only 5 minutes away. This is the new emergency medicine ward. We have an ICU. Here is the place where it is required to put the standard operating procedures and protocols in place, for which I need the support of the AMCANA, both in terms of training as well as the infrastructure. And most importantly, the EMR is the need of the hour. So an operating room is also equipped with adequately with 3 operating tables. So there are certain new projects which have come up in the last 1.5 to 2 years with the help of the Government of India. So we are tapping the Government of India also after our state has become a little weaker after the division. So I'm very glad to share with you that so many projects were approved by the central government, Ministry of Health. We have a multidisciplinary research unit wherein 4 crores have been allotted, and we have what is called a national program for prevention and management of burn injuries initiated by the Prime Minister of India, wherein our college has been recognized as a center where 12 crores have been earmarked. And we have a tertiary cancer center which is coming up where the central government is funding with 45 crores. And we have a skills lab for developing the skills for the undergraduates as well as the postgraduates with 4 crores. It's in the process of building already. And we have our mental hospital, the government hospital for mental care, which has been named as a center of excellence by the central government, wherein 40 crores have been given for improving the facilities in the government hospital for mental care. These are the new projects that have come up in the last 1 year, and I'm very glad that all the faculty members and the AMCOSA are with me whenever I went for these programs, these grants from the central government. And there are many ongoing projects like Dr. Nagar Sitaramaya's Women's Health Initiative, wherein we have cervical screening program which is going on, and we have shown him as to the statistics in the last 1 year, and he has been very happy. With that, he has come forward to have a breast cancer screening program wherein a mammography unit is being given, and this is ready to be launched. And the pathology block renovation, as mentioned by Prasad Chalasani, will be taken up soon with the benevolent donation of Dr. Ravi Sharma in the name of his father, Dr. Jagannath Rao. And traumatic brain injury project mentioned by Dr. Prasad Chalasani, which is being looked after by Patti Sahu and the neurosurgery colleagues. And this is a pilot project which has been initiated by in our college. And we are establishing a cadaver lab close to our anatomy department so that we can have a better training for the postgraduates as well as the junior faculty. And I should thank Dr. Divakar Reddy, who has shown keen interest on this and who is ready to help us in establishing a cadaver lab. we have already started. We have had a society which takes care of the build-up of this cadaver lab. Now that you know that many people are donating their bodies for the sake of the scientific advancement, it's our duty to see that these bodies are put to good use. Certain new initiatives that I have taken up in the last 1.5 years is I have started a new academic session in order to encourage the students and expose them to the luminaries in the field of medicine as well as the other faculties also. So we are having an inauguration of academic session on the 1st June in the lines of what we had in PGH Chandigarh. So we have a system of mentoring the medical students right at their entry into the medical school. We have introduced this program last year and we have had a rich dividends, identified some students who required help towards their mental health, and we have identified them and saw to that they all were put in proper track. And we have a counseling clinic by the psychiatry department for these students, and we have introduced meditation classes for the students of MBBS on every Saturday, and we have introduced this small group teaching as a method in all the different departments. And on the 19th of every year, that is the Foundation Day of Andhra Medical College, we are conducting intercollegiate academic competitions. And the cultural events will be taking place in other parts, but intercollegiate academic competitions are taking place, and we named it as Shraddha. So these are the new initiatives that I have taken up, and with the benevolent help of all those world students, both from India as well as from abroad, we are able to carry out so many new projects, and I look forward for the continued support of all of you. And I profusely thank all of you for having given me this opportunity and made a significant advancement in our life at Andhra Medical College. So I quote Winston Churchill, we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Andhra Medical College Alumni of North America awards this plaque to Dr. P.V. Sudhakar in recognition of your outstanding service to our alma mater and being the pioneer in the modernizing the teaching modalities at AMC. Presented Saturday, July 28, 2018 at the Treasure Island Resort, Las Vegas, Nevada. Dr. Sriram Sunti, Chairman AMCANA, Dr. Prasad Chalsani, President AMCANA. Thank you, Dr. Sudhakar Garu. It was a good summary since we left the college. Right now, one thing is due. I have to change the program a bit. We need to eat something, otherwise alcohol is taking an effect. So let's have snacks, and then as soon as snacks are done, we'll have the second part of the program. Thank you.
మదిలో వీణలు మ్రోగే ఆశలెన్నో చెలరేగే మదిలో వీణలు మ్రోగే ఆశలెన్నో చెలరేగే కలనైన కలని ఆనందం ఇలలో సిగ్గు చాటున రాలేత వలపు మొక్క తొడిగింది సిగ్గు చాటున రాలేత వలపు మొక్క తొడిగింది పాల వెన్నెల స్నానాలు చేసి పూలు పూసింది మదిలో వీణలు మోగే ఆశలెన్నో చెలరేగే కెరటాల వెలుగు చెంగలువా నెలరాజు పొందుకోరేను కెరటాల వెలుగు చెంగలువా నెలరాజు పొందుకోరేను అందాల తారై మెరిసి చెలికాని చెంత చేరేను మదిలో వీణలు మోగే ఆశలెన్నో చెలరేగే రాధలోని అనురాగమంతా మాధవునిదేనే రాధలోని అనురాగమంతా మాధవునిదేనే వేణులోలుని రాగాల కోసం వేచి ఉన్నదిలే మదిలో వీణలు మోగే ఆశలెన్నో చెలరేగే కలనైన కలని ఆనందం ఇలలోన విరిసే ఈనాడే మదిలో వీణలు మోగే ఆశలెన్నో చెలరేగే Thank you. Hope everything is clearly అనిపిస్తుంది కదా ఓకేనా సౌండ్ సిస్టమ్ అంతా ఓకే కదా ఓకే థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ ఎందుకంటే మీరు అందరూ డాక్టర్స్ ఫస్ట్ పాట కరెక్ట్గా వస్తే మిగతా పాటలన్నీ కరెక్ట్గా వస్తాయి సో ఫస్ట్ కేసు సక్సెస్ అయితే మిగతా అన్నీ సక్సెస్ అవుతాయి థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ ప్లీజ్ వెల్కమ్ ది మేల్ లీడ్ సింగర్ ఫర్ ది ఈవినింగ్ శ్రీ కృష్ణప్రసాద్ గారు ఈజ్ highly accomplished professional singer back in India, and he came to, actually I should say, moved to United States to work in our academy, and ever since we've been doing wonderful work with his multi-talented package man. Thank you so much. He's a one, when I say multi-talent, ఎందుకంటే ఆయన అద్భుతంగా పాడమే కాకుండా he is an exceptional teacher and a wonderful music composer as well. So తర్వాత మరికొన్ని మీకు విషయాలు చెప్పండి. ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు ఒక మంచి ఇళయరాజా పాట పాడాలనుకుంటున్నాం మీకోసం. అందరూ తెలుగు వాళ్ళే కదా, ఆంధ్ర మెడికల్ కాలేజ్. అప్పుడప్పుడు కొన్ని హిందీ పాట పాడతాము, ఎందుకంటే మనం అందరం హిందీ కూడా ఎంజాయ్ చేస్తాం కాబట్టి. ఇప్పుడు మాత్రం ఒక మంచి ఇళయరాజా పాట, సీతాకోక చిలుక సినిమా నుంచి మిన్నేటి సూర్యుడు వచ్చేనమ్మ.
మరోసారి అందరికీ నమస్కారం అండి. ఇప్పుడున్న డాక్టర్స్ అందరికీ, మా ఇచ్చేసిన అందరి తరఫున, మా ఇద్దరి తరఫున థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్. ఒక మంచి అవకాశం ఇచ్చారు మీ అందరికీ వినిపించడానికి. Hello.
Chuck, is it coming in the house?
హలో, మీ అందరికీ సాదర స్వాగతం, అందరికీ నమస్కారం. మా ఇద్దరి తరఫున వైద్యో నారాయణో హరి అన్నట్టుగా మరి డాక్టర్స్ని దేవుళ్ళగా చూస్తాం మేమందరం. సో మీ అందరికీ మా తరఫున ఒకసారి గట్టిగా చెప్పట్లండి. మీ అందరి తరఫున ఇన్ని సంవత్సరాల తర్వాత కలుసుకున్న మీ అందరినీ అభినందిస్తూ, ఇలాగే మళ్ళీ ప్రతి సంవత్సరం మీరందరూ కలవాలని, ఇలాగే సంతోషంగా ఆ రోజును గడపాలని మనస్ఫూర్తిగా కోరుకుంటూ మీకోసం ఒక బ్యూటిఫుల్ నెంబర్.
మిన్నకి సూర్యుడు వచ్చెనమ్మ పల్లి కోలికి కమర్లు విచ్చెనమ్మ మిన్నకి సూర్యుడు వచ్చెనమ్మ పల్లి కోలికి కమర్లు విచ్చెనమ్మ అందమైన రంగవల్లుడు ఎండలకి పూల జల్లుడు ముట్టుకి ముట్టు పొడిచి మిన్నకి సూర్యుడు వచ్చెనమ్మ పల్లి కోలికి కమర్లు విచ్చెనమ్మ
కంటి గంట ఒక్క చూసుకుంటే భక్తి కంటి తీర్చడానికి కంటారా
మిన్నకి సూర్యుడు వచ్చెనమ్మ పల్లి కోలికి కమర్లు విచ్చెనమ్మ మిన్నకి సూర్యుడు వచ్చెనమ్మ పల్లి కోలికి కమర్లు విచ్చెనమ్మ
Main voice needs volume, please.
రామ చిన్నక చిక్కిన ప్రేమ మొలక గడు మందమ్మ ఇడు మందమ్మ నువ్వు నుంచి నవ్వులో తీసలే ఇంకా
మిన్నకి సూర్యుడు మిన్నకి సూర్యుడు మిన్నకి సూర్యుడు వచ్చెనమ్మ పల్లి కోలికి కమర్లు విచ్చెనమ్మ అందమైన రంగవల్లుడు
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hello. As you can see, we have to change the program a bit, but I thought everybody was hungry and we had snacks. Now we're going to start the second half of the program. I'm going to request Dr. Sitaramaya Nagla to come and present AMCANA 1966 Women's Initiative Project.
Good evening. If you can all please take your seats. We'll start the second part of the program. Just for a few minutes, I want to brag about AMCANA accomplishments. In 2011, AMCANA donated equipment for the emergency medicine, and subsequently we donated equipment for laboratory. And in 2015, we inaugurated neonatal ICU in pediatric department with 20-bed unit ICU. And it's my pleasure and honor to present to you this evening the Women's Health Initiative Cancer Screening and Treatment Project at KGH, sponsored by AMCANA and my classmates 1966 batch. Under this project, we have selected two cancers, cancer of the cervix and cancer of the breast. The reason for that is, number one, these two are the leading cause for cancer deaths in women in India. Second reason is, if you detect the cancer early, if you screen early, you can have a cure. Third reason is, the screening tools that are available are very effective and affordable. So those are the reasons why we have taken cervical cancer and breast cancer as our target organs. Now, a word about cervical cancer in India. It is the second leading cause of cancer deaths among women in India. The latest statistics what we have in 2014, there were 123,000 diagnosed with women cancer in cervix. Please, can I have your attention, please? I would really appreciate that. If you can take your seats, thank you. India, there were 123,000 cases in 2014, and 68,000 were deaths from the cancer cervix. India accounts for 1/4 of the global burden of cervical cancer. Screening for cervical cancer is highly effective, and it accounts for the low incidence of deaths in developed countries. Now, the patient population, what we deal in Vizag in that area is different, particularly those who come to KGH. They are poor, not so well educated. So naturally, we don't expect too much of compliance. The data reveals that here. People who cannot afford healthcare, the thought of screening and prevention doesn't even exist because of their poverty conditions. So after talking to the departments and our friends here, we thought, we want to launch the cervical cancer screening. It was launched in December 2016 under the guidance of an active participation of pathology and gynecology department at KGH and AMC. We did develop electronic medical records and hired a coordinator, particularly for follow-up the abnormal cases. Gynecology department at KGH used to do 25 to 30 cases per month, perhaps years. Now we are doing about 230 cases per month, which is an 8-fold increase in the screening program per month. Just to give you an idea of what has been done, I'll give you the tabulation. We broke into six monthly blocks, January to June of 2017, July to December 2017, and January to June 2018, the current period. As you can see, the increase of the number of screening programs. The first half we have 683, second half 2017, 1252, and we have now 1,400 in 6 months, which is more than 250 cases per month. Consistently, there are 91% of cases are normal, meaning some inflammation but not malignant conditions. And Surprisingly, the epithelial cell abnormalities are consistently at 8%. First 6 months, 52 cases, 8%. Second one, 99%, 99 cases. Third, 116 cases with a volume of 404 cases, which is every 8%. The next one, we had, by analyzing 2017 cases, we had problem with follow-up cases in 2017. So that is the time we realized we need a coordinator who can really follow up with the patients with abdominal cells and abdominal pathways. So after launching that program, I want to give you the last 6 months, from January to June of 2018. The first batch is low-grade dysplasia, they call LSIL. There were 16 patients, out of which they had biopsy for 8 patients. Hysterectomy done 1 patient, not because of low-grade dysplasia, but because of associated fibroids. And follow-up patient recommended about 7 cases. Unwilling to follow up, 5 patients. Unable to contact, 3 patients. Just the numbers are 31 and 90%. In the high-grade dysplasia, there were 14 patients. 8 patients had biopsy. 1 patient had a hysterectomy. 8 patients had hysterectomy. That's about 57%. Unwilling to follow up, 3 patients. Unable to contact, 3 patients. Fortunately, in this severe category here, we have better outcomes. Management of suspicion for malignancy. There were 6 patients who were in that category. Biopsy was taken 5 patients, all confirmed to be squamous cell carcinoma. And 5 of them underwent radiation therapy. 1 patient unable to contact. Last category is squamous cell carcinoma. Out of 7 cases, 2 patients were receiving radiotherapy. 1 patient unable to contact. Other patient unwilling to come. The 3 patients are still pending with the biopsy and scheduling surgery, etc. So this also has better outcomes. As you have seen consistently, there are 20 to 30% of patients unwilling to come, or we could not contact them with lack of phone contacts, mailing, or illiteracy, they cannot get the mails, etc. I think we have to try to improve what else can be done to reach these patients, educate them. Patient awareness is very, very vital. But there 70% of patients are receiving the appropriate treatment. They're coming and getting the screening and its advantages. So we need still some more work to be done. I think we need to fine-tune our modalities and talk to the coordinators, see how else we can accomplish and minimize these missing cases, minimize it. Those are unwilling, nothing much can be done. Even in this country or any country, if they don't want to come, nothing much we can do. But we can educate them, make them aware of these conditions and these consequences. There is about $12,000 of funds are needed every month for maintenance. So $1,000 per month can make this program perpetual. I think we need your cooperation. I want you to understand why it's needed. We have done for 18 months with so much of accomplishment. We should continue this perpetually with only $1,000 a month. So this can be easily done. The next cancer we had addressed is breast cancer. This is the leading cause of cancer death among women in India. The incidence is 25 cases, so for out of 25 cases there are 100,000 patients and women. Mortality 12 out of 100,000. So for every 2 new cases, there is 1 mortality because they are diagnosed in the late stages. That is the bottom line. Screening leads to detection of early stage with better outcomes. But when they come to the 4th stage, obviously we don't have any good outcomes. So that is the main reason why we have so much high mortality, because of late diagnosis. If you look at the graphics, there is continuous trend of increasing incidence in all the metropolitan areas in India. Mumbai, Calcutta, any of these things we have taken. So there's total absolute rise of incidence across all the cities in India. Now, we also found our radiology department at KGH does not have mammo unit, mammo facility. They do some cases under the PPP project at super specialty block. They were doing about 4 cases a month for non-paying patients. That is such a small, they're not even serving what needs to be done for the population. After consulting all of you and consulting at the departments at KGH and AMC, we thought we need to have a mammography unit in the radiology department at KGH. So we have discussed and negotiated with the Fujifilm company. Initially, they asked for $300,000. After 4 months of negotiation and discussions, the price came down to $200,000. So we bought that. It is in Vizag now. It should be installed the next week or 10 days. This is the most ultra-modern, state-of-the-art machine with tomography and tomosynthesis, 3D mammography. We need a place to house this unit. So radiology department gave us a space. That's what it looked like. 2.5 weeks ago, this is how the unit looked like. In the last 12-14 days, the people are working very hard and sincerely. After 90% completion, that's how it looks now. You can see the flooring, roofing, and also air conditioning units, and also electricity, everything is done now. Next day or two will be completed, 100%. And now we have to inaugurate probably in the month of August or September. None of these things could have been possible without the guidance and assistance from the following. The immediate past principal, Dr. T. Radha Madam, current principal, Dr. P.V. Sudhakar Garu, current superintendent, Dr. G. Arjuna. Every time we need some help and guidance and assistance, they are there all the way. So let us give an applause for all these people. Cancer screening treatment is a multidisciplinary effort. These projects have required significant commitment from the following departments, KGH and AMC: gynecology, pathology, surgery, and radiology. We thank them immensely for dedication to these screening programs in providing care to the local communities. Above all, last but not least, you, AMCANA family, deserve the biggest applaud for all your vision, generosity, and benevolence. Please do not forget my personal appeal to every one of you. Lend a helping hand to the helpless people. Lend a helping hand to the helpless people. Thank you. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you so much, Sitaramagan. As you know, he is very persistent and he has done such a wonderful job. Give him a big round of applause. Our next speaker is Dr. Raj Nandyal. He'll be talking a little bit about AMC STAR project.
While they're setting up the technical assistance, let me talk about AMC STAR briefly. AMC STAR project, as the name implies, it's recognizing every one of you that graduated from Andhra Medical College as the star. What it implies is there are two parts to it, and both are sponsored by myself, and I was assured by some of my classmates to help me too. And one is the web-based one, and I'm working with Oklahoma University Health Sciences, Oklahoma University students, and that's their project to build a website for AMC STAR. What it involves is, it's a password controlled, excuse me just, it's a password control access to the web. It involves like we are planning to have the information from each batch starting from 1923 to 2023, 100 years. And I met Dr. Radha Tatapudi, and she helped me in recognizing the it's of course disclosure here. I'm not going to ask you any money. I do not have any financial interest in this, and I'll try to make everything as clean as possible and transparent. And this is what it involves, as I mentioned to you, is it's a website project, and the reason for starting it is Andhra Pradesh. In Andhra Pradesh, Andhra Medical College is the oldest medical college, and in the country, it's the sixth oldest medical college. Soon, we are going to celebrate our 100th year in 2023, and no other medical college celebrated that. They have 5 other medical colleges were started earlier than Andhra Medical College. They haven't started yet. So this gives an opportunity to leave our legacy for each AMC batch and each alumnus. And as I mentioned, it's AMC Star Project, and one of our attendees in the conference, she told us that she did her post-graduation in Andhra Medical College, but she did her undergraduation in Siddhartha Medical College. All are welcome. Anybody who studied in Andhra Medical College. It's useful to like a Facebook type thing, but we need to be much more careful about that. The other part is the feasibility of access. We need to make sure we have information coming from each batch. So I would like some of you to volunteer, and I given my email address. Please email address, please, and if you are interested in the project, please send me an email and we'll work with you. I'm planning to have at least one for each batch or one for every other batch, one active member, try to collect the information of the names. And I think it's a wonderful project, and I feel it is a gift. It's a birthday gift. Alma mater means mother. It's a birthday gift to your mother on her 100th year. I feel like it's very essential, this project, and it makes every one of us feel proud of us, plus also your children, your grandchildren, everybody has access to that, whoever you want access. Now, if you have any questions, I'll be there, and please feel free to ask me. I have some pamphlets available, and I'll give it to you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rajananda Garu. The next part of the program is about legends of AMC, Dr. Ravi Sharma and Sesh Sharma. Please, I invite both of them.
Good evening. So you have seen it, 2 proposals. One from Dr. Jayanti, where each class will upload its pictures. And now AMC stars Dr. Raj Manjara has just talked to you. In the magazine, you have seen highlights on the life and careers of some very distinguished alumni of Andhra Medical College. So, in the 100 years, on the average, 100 students who have 10,000 medical graduates from our medical school, another 2,000 who have gone through postgraduate classes. Each one of these has contributed immensely in their communities, both in medicine and in other areas of endeavor. In the magazine, we had Padma Vibhushan Dr. Ramalinga Swami, who served as the director of All India Institute of Medical Sciences, world-renowned scientist. Dr. Sripada Pinakapani, he's a Padma Bhushan and Sangeeta Kalanidhi. 3 distinguished professors, Dr. Vyagreswarudu, Brahmaya Sastri, Dr. Ratna Suryaprasad Rao. Most of you have heard about them, worked with them, known about them. And then a sixth person is amongst of that level of accomplishment, Dr. Raviraju. And I put a seventh person to tell you the dimensions of the accomplishments of our alumni, which is a Pravachana Karta, Dr. G.L. Kameswara, who gives Pravachanas on the entire Srimad Bhagavatam. So these are the kind of things that our Andhra Medical College alumni have done. We have sports, arts, and other areas. So over a period of time, we'll be collecting information that is proper, that is authenticated, and obviously we'll be working with Raj as well as with the JVS Subbarao garu, and probably put them all on the digital aspect in the AMC website. But I'll now give it to Seshu, who will talk about Sripada Pinakapani garu. You will have a very brief video that you will enjoy. Thank you.
నమస్తే, మనమందరం తెలుగు వాళ్ళం, ఆంధ్రాలో విశాఖపట్నం నుంచి వచ్చిన వాళ్ళం. అందుకు కొంచెం తెలుగులో మాట్లాడదామని అనుకుంటున్నాను. ఎవరైనా తెలుగు అర్థం కాకపోతే ప్లీజ్ ఎక్స్క్యూజ్ మీ. అందరం ఏఎంసీ వారసులం. మనకి వైద్య భిక్ష పెట్టి మన ఉన్నత పదాల్లో పంపించిన మన మాతృమూర్తిని తలుచుకుంటూ 2 రోజుల నుంచి కాలక్షేపం చేస్తున్నాం. అభిషాన్ గారు చెప్పినట్టు చాలా మంది గొప్ప వ్యక్తులు మన కాలేజీ నుంచి వచ్చిన వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు. అందులో ఇద్దరి గురించి మన సోవనీర్లో రాశారు, చూశారు మీరు. వాళ్ళు ఒకరు శ్రీపాద పినాకపాణి, ఆయనకి ద సింగింగ్ డాక్టర్ అని పేరు, సింగింగ్ డాక్టర్ ఆఫ్ ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్. ఈ మహానుభావుడు ఒకటి కాదు 2 విభిన్నమైన వృత్తుల్లో చాలా ఉన్నత స్థాయికి వెళ్ళాడు. చెప్పాలంటే ఈయన ద క్రౌన్ జ్యువెల్ ఆఫ్ ఆంధ్ర మెడికల్ కాలేజ్. మంచి వైద్యుడిగా పేరు తెచ్చుకోవాలంటే ఎంత యాతన పడాలో మీ అందరికీ తెలిసిందే. అలాంటిది ఆయన వైద్య వృత్తిలో మామూలుగా కాదు, టాప్ ఆఫ్ ద క్లాస్. ఆయన జస్ట్ ఎంబీబీఎస్ కాదు, ఎండి జనరల్ మెడిసిన్ చేసి ప్రొఫెసర్గా చేశాడు. చేస్తూ కర్ణాటక మ్యూజిక్లో చాలా గొప్ప సాధన చేసి చాలా పేరు తెచ్చుకున్న ఆయన గురించి చదువుతూ ఉంటే నేను విన్నది ఏంటంటే, హాస్టల్లో ఆయన శ్రీకాకుళం, ఆయన హాస్టల్లో ఉంటూ తెల్లవారుజాము 4 గంటలకు లేచి బీచ్లో కూర్చుని సాధన చేసేవారు సంగీతం. అటువంటి మహానుభావుడు ఆయన. మద్రాస్ మెడికల్ కాలేజ్లో ప్రొఫెసర్గా ఉన్నారు, ఆంధ్ర మెడికల్ కాలేజ్లో ప్రొఫెసర్గా ఉంది, కర్నూలు మెడికల్ కాలేజ్లో చివరిని రిటైర్ అయ్యారు. 1913లో పుట్టిన ఆయన 1913 ఆగస్టుకి 100 ఏళ్ళు నిండేవి. 1913 మార్చిలో చనిపోయారు ఆయన. 99+ ఏళ్ళు బతికారు ఆయన. ఆంధ్రాలో కర్ణాటక సంగీతానికి ఒక స్థానం రావడానికి కారణం పినాకపాణి. ఆయన పుట్టినప్పుడే తల్లిదండ్రులకు తెలిసినట్టుంది ఈయన చాలా గొప్పవాడు అవుతాడని. అందుకే ఆయనకి మన ఇంగ్లీష్లో చెప్పినట్టు ఒక యూనిక్ పేరు ఇచ్చారు. ఆ పినాకపాణి అనే పేరు ఇంకెవరికి లేదు. పినాకపాణి అంటే శంకరుడు, పినాకాన్ని హస్తంలో పుచ్చుకున్న ఈయన కేవలం గాయకుడే కాదు, వాగ్గేయకారుడు, తర్వాత పెద్ద గురువు. ఆయన శిష్యులు చాలామంది గొప్ప వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు. మోర్ దాన్ ఎనీథింగ్ ఎల్స్ మ్యూజికాలజిస్ట్ అంటారు ఆయన. సో ఆయన గురించి ఇవాళ ఒక ఆమె, ఒక తమిళన్ లేడీ ఏమో ఒక 54 నిమిషాల యూట్యూబ్ వీడియో చేశారు ఆవిడ 2012లో. ఆయన 99 ఏళ్ళు నిండిన తర్వాత 100th ఇయర్ బర్త్ యానివర్సరీ అప్పుడు. అందులో అది ఒక 12 నిమిషాలు నేను కట్ చేసి ప్రజెంట్ చేస్తున్నాను, చూడండి.
స్వరూప వక్రతుండం ప్రణవ స్వరూప వక్రతుండం ప్రణవ స్వరూప వక్రతుండం ప్రణవ స్వరూప వక్రతుండం ప్రణవ ప్రణవ స్వరూప వక్రతుండం ప్రణవ స్వరూప వక్రతుండం ప్రణవ స్వరూప.
గాన సుధను నిలిపే గళమునందు నాద బ్రహ్మయ్యనుచు నలుగురు పొగడంగా వైద్య వృత్తి పట్టే విమల చరిత శాస్త్రమైన పాట సద్భక్తితో చేర్చి శాస్త్రమైన పాట సద్భక్తితో నేర్చి బాణి పేర పాడేనతడు. ఆయన బాణి డెవలప్డ్ హిజ్ ఓన్ బాణి, దాన్ని బాణి అని పేరు. సో శాస్త్రమైన పాట సద్భక్తితో నేర్చి బాణి పేర పాడినతడు. నాదమందే కాదు నాడి విద్యల కూడా నిపుణుడైన గొప్ప నీతిపరుడు. శాస్త్రమైన పాట సద్భక్తితో నేర్చి బాణి పేర పాడినతడు. నాదమందే కాదు నాడి విద్యల కూడా నిపుణుడైన గొప్ప నీతిమతుడు. పేరు తోడ పెద్ద బిరుదులు చేరిన కొంచెమైన మదిని గోములేక యోగ జీవితమును భోగరహితముగా మలచినట్టి మార్గదర్శకుడు. పేరు తోడ పెద్ద బిరుదులు చేరిన కొంచెమైన మదిని గోములేక యోగ జీవితమును భోగరహితముగా మలచినట్టి మార్గదర్శియతుడు. ఆయనకి ఎన్ని అవార్డ్స్ వచ్చి గోల్డ్ మెడల్స్ వస్తే అవన్నీ కరిగించేసి ఆ డబ్బుని తీసుకెళ్ళి పేదవాళ్ళకి ఇచ్చారు. ఆయన ఏది ఉంచుకోలేదు. వేల యందు ఎంత వెతికి చూచినా కానీ కానరాడు ఇట్టి ఘనుడు నేడు. వేల యందు ఎంత వెతికి చూచినా కానీ కానరాడు ఇట్టి ఘనుడు నేడు. ఇతని గుర్తు మనకు ఎంత భాగ్యమునిచ్చే వందనములు గాన వైద్య ఋషికి. ఇతని గుర్తు మనకి ఎంత భాగ్యమునిచ్చే వందనములు గాన వైద్య ఋషికి. ఆయన మరి చూడలేకపోతున్నారు మీరు అని పద్యం వినిపించాను. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
So sorry, Sesh Garu. We're going to try. What we're going to do is we're going to continue the program, and whenever if it gets available, even during the dinner time, we can always play the video. So I'm going to invite our keynote speaker, Dr. and Professor Raviraj Garu. He really doesn't need much introduction. All of you heard about him, and there's a beautiful article in our souvenir. And one of my teachers in nephrology, I was his first senior resident at KGH and Andhra Medical College. And without ado, I'm going to invite Dr. Raviraj Garu to present the keynote speech.
Good evening, all of you. President of AMCANA, Dr. Chalasani Prasad, the Chairman, Board of Trustees, members, Board of Trustees, and all the members of AMCANA and members of AMCOSA, and all the fellow students, alumni of Andhra Medical College, who have come from various parts of the world, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I feel it an honor and a privilege to stand before you and participate in this function. I am extremely happy and delighted that you have invited me for today's function. Let me tell you that it is very overwhelming to see the great enthusiasm among all the members of alumni of Andhra of North America, the bubbling enthusiasm you have, the love and affection you have for Andhra Medical College is really phenomenal. I am surprised by the way you have shown the love and affection to your alma mater. Let me in the beginning congratulate all the organizers, including the dynamic President of AMCANA, Dr. Chalasani, for so wonderfully organizing today's function. It goes without saying that this function is one of the best organized functions among any of the AMCOSA functions I have seen. This is the first time I am attending an AMCANA function. The way it is organized, the way the CME was conducted in the morning, the way the speakers spoke in the morning, I was really impressed. It's nothing less than in any of the international meetings or international conferences I have seen, the way the speakers spoke in the morning was fantastic. And I'm also surprised about your enthusiasm and about your love and affection towards the alma mater, where you have studied. I don't think several of you or most of you were associated with Andhra Medical College for more than 4 or 5 years, or at the best 6 years or so. At that too, very long time back, long ago, you were there. Still you remember your alma mater. Still, if I can borrow the expression of Dr. Murali Krishna, you ruminate. You ruminate about the memories, about how you were living in Andhra Medical College 30 years ago, 40 years ago, or even 50 years ago. But still that is the place where you cherish, that is the memories you cherish. Memories you are cherishing for a very long time. So I am impressed by that. At the same time, when I look back and see, we have lived all our life in Andhra Medical College, not less than 40 years. Several of others who have come along with me were there for more than 40 years in the same medical college. But still, when I compare, what are we doing? I don't think we have the same enthusiasm as you have. I must congratulate you for that. I don't know the reason why you are still thinking about the patients in King George Hospital, about the students, about the way you have to develop that medical college. And I salute you for that. And also, I promise that we will do everything possible to see whatever you are thinking becomes a reality. And that is the reason why I am standing before you and talk to you a few of my thoughts, how we are going to realize your dreams staying back in India. Andhra Medical College, as my earlier speakers have said, Dr. Raj Nandyala, I think he spoke, is one of the oldest medical colleges in the country. One of the oldest in the sense, it is the 6th or 7th medical colleges, one of the 7th medical college that was started in India. And its existence goes back to nearly 100 years. And all of you know that we will be celebrating the centenary in 2023. So for that, of course, we are gearing. And this medical college, which has been in existence for 100 years, why does it require any development? What are the things lacking in that? It is true that the college is existing for a long time. Several stalwarts have come up. You have seen Dr. Ramseshu presenting one of the doyens of the college, Dr. Pinakapani. I had a personal association with him also. I met him several times. But still such people have come. What is the requirement of the college? The college requires several things. Now that there is an explosion, a phenomenal growth in the medical field and medical science, the government is not able to cope with the demand. Government is not able to cope with the requirements of the college, and with the result that the college has several deficiencies. It's a frequently asked question by the question which is asked by the AMCANA members as well as by the students staying there, and it's a kind of a criticism by several skeptics saying that why should AMCANA do anything to the college? Why not people staying there should do it? Why not the government? It is true that they can do it and they are doing it, but it is the love and affection which the AMCANA has. They want to develop the college. As somebody has already pointed out, the true meaning of alma mater is nothing but the university or a college where the students have studied. That is the apparent meaning. But it is the real meaning is the bountiful mother. Alma mater is the bountiful mother, and alumnus is a foster child. A foster child, all you are nourished intellectually by the foster mother, by the bountiful mother. That's the reason why you would like to repay something to the mother who has intellectually nourished you for a long time. And because of that mother, now you are in this position. I am sure all of you who have come out of the portals of Andhra Medical College, who have settled in various places, in various far-off places, have come up to this level only because of the nourishment of the mother. It is true, a lot of you are great academicians. Several of you have accomplished several things, and you are very influential people in these far-off lands. But at the same time, you are still thinking about your mother country, and I implore that you continue to do that and see that our college grows well. And take a few examples from other colleges. One of the best examples is Guntur Medical College. I have seen the entire perspective, the perspective of among the whole country. I have seen in several places where the alumni have been doing phenomenal work to their alma mater. In the same fashion, you have also been doing several things. So many things have been done which have been enumerated by my previous speakers. And one of the important things, it may be a repetition of the thing what has been said, but I would like to tell Dr. Ravi Sharma and Dr. Seshu Sharma, both are doing a phenomenal work by developing the pathology. Dr. Sitaramaya, it goes without saying that he is one of the best persons who has been helping Andhra Medical College in developing the gynecology department, that is the women's health. And it's very encouraging to see the perseverance and the hard work which is done by Dr. AMCANA. And that kind of a perseverance I have never seen anyone. In spite of the lack of enthusiasm from our side, you have been doing all this, and I congratulate you for that. But all this is on one side, and the main thing is a few years ago, people locally have thought of, why not we do something in a big way? Why not we repay to our mother during the centenary year by constructing a real academic block for the benefit of students of Andhra Medical College. As you know, when we study, the intake strength is only 150 students per year, but now it has increased to 200 and 250 students per year. So with the result that the needs in the college, they have increased. We require a large number of lecture halls. We require a place to conduct the examinations. We require a place where we can correct the papers. We require an auditorium to conduct such meetings like this. But all these things are lacking in Andhra Medical College. So this was a thought by several people, and the important persons sitting here, Dr. Pedavi Raju, Dr. P.V. Sudhakar, Dr. Radha, these were all the people who thought of why not we have this. And at the same time, the real momentum has come when Dr. Chalasani has become the president of AMCANA, and with all his dynamism, with all his wish, he thought that this centenary academic block should be constructed in the campus of Andhra Medical College, and for which the donation should be raised from the AMCANA. So the minute he thought about that, he had a good communication with the local people, and then he built up a network, and he started this project of centenary academic block. This history I am telling for the benefit of those who are not very well conversant with AMCANA, the activities of AMCANA, for those who want to know more about that. So once this project has been conceived, it was publicized locally. The idea was the AMCANA will donate a major fund with which a new building will be constructed in the place of old auditorium, which was completely destroyed by the cyclone in Vizag. And that is the place where we will have the centenary academic block. And this block should come up by the time Andhra Medical College will be celebrating the 100th year, and everything was fine. We thought at that time, why not we get some more funds from government of Andhra Pradesh? And this idea we got because our sister hospital, sister medical college, Guntur, which was started much later than Andhra Medical College, that is only 50 years old now, whereas we are 100 years old. The alumni of Guntur Medical College, they have been doing a wonderful job. They could construct big buildings in that. So in a similar fashion, why not we go ahead, get grants from government of Andhra Pradesh? At that time, luckily, I was in Vijayawada, and so I could mobilize some of the people in government, and our health minister was very nice and kind at that time. He was an old student of Rangaraya Medical College, and he was doing same licensing with the Rangaraya Medical College old students in America. And he took the clue and he said, we will give you a matching grant. So the matching grant was more than a matching grant. The AMCANA has promised nearly $1 million at that time. And then the local AMCOSA, that is the Andhra Medical College Old Students Association, they were coming forward to donate an equal amount. With the result that the government has issued an order, GO we call it, government order, promising 25 crores from their side. So we were all excited about that, and it's needless to say that the entire credit goes to one single person for all the enthusiasm, for the great work he has done, and for the mobilization and the network he has done. That is Dr. Chalasani, your president. Even now, we had a meeting in the evening. This we call CAB, CAP, Centenary Academic Block. There is a committee for that, and half the members are from your AMCANA, and half the members are from our AMCOSA. So we had a meeting. He was so enthusiastic about that. He didn't want to listen even one negative aspect of that. We were all apprehensive whether we will be able to do that or not. He was so active and enthusiastic about it, saying that we will do that. So there is no other thought that we will have a centenary academic block by 2023. So we will all promise you that from our side we will do everything possible. You have seen today evening Dr. P.V. Sudhakar, how dynamic and enthusiastic he is. He is at the helm of affairs now. He is the person who is going to organize the whole thing, and we are all with him to see that whatever donations you make, small or big, the donations will be put to use, they will not be wasted. And we will also assure you that we will do everything possible from our side to realize the grant from government, which government has promised, nearly 25 crores. And we will see all the hurdles in this will be overcome. So for this reason, what we wanted to do was not simply donating and handing over the money to government or to some other agency. We wanted to see that we will have a say in the way the building is constructed, in the way the building is maintained in future also. That is the reason why we wanted to have a memorandum of understanding from our side. This memorandum of understanding will say that a large part of decision making will be by AMCANA and AMCOSA together, or the Centenary Academic Block Committee for that matter. So that it is not the government that is going to decide everything about that. Government will decide only in consultation with the Centenary Academic Block Committee. So it is not only for the reason, for the way in which the building is constructed, there is one more important thing to it. Morning Dr. Radha Sharma was mentioning in her speech, she liked one Telugu word, that is what she was mentioning. She was saying that, aithe naakenti. So this is what we want. Aithe naakenti lo entante, what we want to say is, the donor would like to have his or her name or his beloved person's name in that. So we wanted to have certain naming opportunity in this. So whoever wants to donate can say that that part of the building, let us say somebody donates a huge amount for library, so the name will be in his name, or he can nominate somebody's name. So this is what is called the naming opportunity. This is what we are thinking about. This is still in the fluid state, but we will put it in the website and let you know that these are all the naming opportunities, and this is the amount of money with which you can have this name engraved on that particular building. Like for example, a classroom, you will have a library, a part of the library, or for that matter any auditorium or an examination hall. So all these things will be named on the donor's name. So this will also come up very soon. So what I request to you is, think in a big way. We have to touch other people's lives by our life. So the best way to touch other people's life is by donations. That is what Dr. Seshu Sharma was also mentioning when we had an informal talk in the evening at the dinner time. So the way they were donating in a big way, that will touch the lives of several people in India. So I request you to do that, and from our side we assure you, it is not only you donating, we will see that donations come from AMCOSA side also. And having said that, you already have a donation from the equal matching grant from Government of Andhra Pradesh. So with this, I think we will go ahead, and I request this should be a good fundraising activity. So with people like Dr. Chalasani and his team behind this, I am sure we will realize this our dream project, and we will have a nice building coming up in the campus of Andhra Medical College. So with this, Dr. Sudhakar has already told about the nec quid nimis. I will not take this much further. I will not carry this much further because it's all you are waiting for your dinner and the next entertainment program. And I once again congratulate the organizers of AMCANA for so wonderfully organizing this function, and also I am deeply indebted to them for the way they have brought us here, and also the way it's really overwhelming. You made me in the same platform as the legends, though I'm not a real legend or anything like that. And only I can say only one thing. Several things have been written in the souvenir, of course, but I would like to say that I don't deserve all those things. But one thing I can say, if my mother was sitting in this audience, she would have believed all these things. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Ravraj garu. Very inspirational speech, and of course, he put the pitch for me on the AMC cap. Andhra Medical College Alumni of North America awards this plaque to Doctors T. Raviraju and T. Radha in recognition of you reaching the pinnacle of academia and distinguished service to our alma mater and being power couple of NTR University. Presented on Saturday, June 28, 2018 at the Treasure Island Resort, Las Vegas, Nevada. Dr. Sriram Sunti, Chairman AMCANA, Dr. Prasad Chalasani Prasad, President AMCANA.
By the next meeting, you will see the real building.
Coming to the end, guys, just hang on another 10-15 minutes. I have only two things on the agenda. One is awards, and of course, we have AMCANA representing Dr. Padwe Rasgaru. So I'm going to have Dr. Padwe Rasgaru come on to speak about collaboration between AMCANA and AMCANA. Before that, there's one maintenance I want to please appeal. The envelopes and the pledge forms, we're going to collect in next 10 minutes. So if you can finish it off, we're going to have the volunteers to finish off that, so that before we go to the dinner, we want to finish off that project. And Dr. Padwe Rasgaru.
Good evening. The President of AMCANA, Dr. Prasad Chalasani, Secretary Nagendra Mainini, Dr. Mallareddy, who is by the side of me, helping me, Dr. Sriram Shunti, Dr. Ram Kairam, Sitaramaya Nagula, Dr. Ravi Sharma, and many AMCANA leaders, the members of AMCANA, the guests from UK, West Indies, and other countries, and from India, big contingency, classmates of Dr. Prasad Chalasani, who came all the way from India. My senior and good friend, Dr. Ravi Raju, Dr. Radha, Principal Andhra Medical College, Dr. Sudhakar, ladies and gentlemen. I changed my topic slightly from AMCANA to my association with AMCANA in the last few years, and the association between AMCANA and AMCANA. And I feel the biggest contribution or the biggest association, what I feel the biggest contribution I gave to AMCANA is not doing small things, executing your projects. The biggest contribution I feel I made is introducing Prasad Chalasani to the AMCANA executive in the Washington Tana meeting. And you can see that in today's meeting. Greetings from Visakhapatnam, the city of destiny. Greetings from Andhra Pradesh, the sunrise state, and blessings from the Lord Venkateswara, Tirumala, and greetings from our country. ఏ దేశం ఎగినా ఎందుకు కాలిడినా పొగడరా నీ తల్లి భూమి భారతి. ఏ పీఠం ఎక్కినా ఎవరెదురైనా నిలుపరా నీ జాతి నిండు గౌరవం. Prasad said, you give a brief speech. And then when Abraham Lincoln had no time to give a detailed speech in a flag hoisting ceremony in America, he said, if the missionary works, the flag will fly high. And my speech is very brief. Keep the flag of America high. My only request to all the AMCANA members is keep the flag of Andhra Medical College higher. So that's the only message I want to give on the platform. And greetings from our medical college on the path of progress as you witness. And I bring special greetings and wishes from the President of AMCOSA, Madam Shishiprabha, the Secretary, Dr. Ramamurthy, they could not come. And the AMCOSA is also on the growth agenda. You can see the new building which is coming up to house the kitchen, the library, the boardroom, and the doctor's club. New building you can see in this picture. I'll not tell all the slides. This is my beginning, the beginning of my association with AMCANA, when a letter came to the principal's office in 1995. And I was at that time the professor of gastroenterology and in charge of the library committee chairman. And the principal at that time, Dr. Jake, had shown the letter to me. In that letter, Subbarao was the president of AMCANA. And he wrote a letter, we want to donate a Xerox machine and furniture and a cooling machine to the library for the students of Andhra Medical College. That was the first time a donation letter came to me. That time there was no email, nothing. A letter, registered letter came to the principal's office. And the principal gave that letter to me. And I was told I was the first person to respond to the letter. I posted the letter back saying, we accept your donation. That's the first association with AMCANA. At that time, Sriram Shunti must be treasurer. And they gave the money, around 3 lakh rupees that time in Indian rupees. And we installed the first Xerox machine in the library. Modi Xerox. Modi was not Prime Minister at the time. And then, thanks to Dr. Shunti Sriram, he is instrumental in making the project a reality. At that time, people were reading books, taking Xerox. Then electronic library came because the internet has come, and this was the inauguration of the electronic library, fully funded by AMCANA. And then you can see the mother of Annapurna Pattiswamy here, who inaugurated the improved electronic library in 2005. You can see Murali Krishna by my side. Annapurna Pattiswamy is a classmate of Dr. Murali Krishna, who passed away recently. And Jogi Pattiswamy and Annapurna Pattiswamy were the biggest donors in the last few years from AMCANA side. They renovated APA library. And this is the renovated seminar hall in the Neurosurgery department by the then Finance Minister, Sri Rosaya. Another ex-chief minister is there. The AMCANA steps already mentioned, donated by Rajan Anjar. And when I came to the Thana meeting, I addressed the gathering, and then instantaneously 2 people responded to my call to improve the things in the specialty block. One is Kavita Pennamaneni and Sridhar Chilumuri, and the result is the education center in the new super specialty block. These are the AMCOSA celebrations. You can see your old teachers, Kutumbaya, Dr. Balparameswara Garu, Dr. Adinand Rao Garu, Thumbu, very famous. And this is the inauguration of the AMCOSA auditorium. At that time, a small building used to be there, and 2 people are instrumental in raising the small building, Professor Brahmaya Sastry and Professor Vyagreswari. And then the new building was started when Dr. Adinand was the president, I was the secretary, and AMCOSA auditorium was opened. You can see Dr. L. Suryanarayana, Professor Chakrapandrav Garu, your teachers, and it's a building. Nobody believed at that time, with a fund of 2 lakh rupees, AMCANA constructed building. And we could raise donations locally, and Dr. Adinarayan gave a 20 lakh interest-free loan from his organization. And this building, the Golden Jubilee Guest House, came up with a donation of 2 people. One is Professor L. Suryanarayana and Professor Dr. Sadasivara. They donated 10 lakhs each to raise this building. And then recently when we approached Dr. Sadasivara regarding the AMC cap about our chairman Dr. Raviraju mentioned, he promised to give 3 crores for the AMC cap project. Give a big hand. And this is the donation by AMCOSA, the bus which is utilized for the students. This is the bus. And there is a close liaison between AMCOSA and AMCANA in the last 10 years. You can see from this, from the 2 global meets we had, one in 2008, conducted by late Dr. M.S. Raju, and many of you came there, gave lectures there. I had the Dr. Murali Krishna's lecture first time in that first global meet. You can see Dr. M.S. Raju here. He is instrumental in building those 2 buildings at least in the AMCASA premises. Dr. Veerabhadraya, you can see Sunti Sriram being illustrated. This is the first global meet. First global meet. This is a cultural program of the meet. Many of you have attended this meet. And this is the second global meet. Dr. Raviraju, as Vice Chancellor of India University, has inaugurated this meet. You know this famous personality from Kakinada. You hear him. He gave a wonderful speech. Dr. Balaparmeswar was facilitated, and Dr. Rajananjal, you can see. This is a second global meet, and these 2 meets has fostered a big relation between AMCOSA and AMCANA. And what I'm going to tell is, you should dream big. Any project is possible if you dream. Sheshi Sharma said, Telugulo మాట్లాడమన్నారు. నేను ముందు తెలుగులో మాట్లాడదాం, నాకు టైం లేకపోవడం వల్ల నేను తెలుగు గురించి 2-3 విషయాలు చెప్తాను. తెలుగదేల ఎన్న దేశంబు తెలుగేను, తెలుగు వల్లకొండ తెలుగొకండ, ఎల్ల నుగుల గురించి ఎరుగవా భాషాడి దేశ భాషలందు తెలుగు లేస్తారు. శ్రీకృష్ణదేవరాయ. మధురమైన మన భాష కంటేను చక్కనైన భాష జగతి లేదు, తల్లి పాల కంటే తనయునకే పాలు, బలము నీయగలవు తెలుగు బిడ్డ. నాళ్ళ చిరంజీవి. తెలుగు బిడ్డవు రోరి, తెలుగు మాట్లాడుకు సంకోచపడేదో సంగతి ఏమిటిరా, అన్య భాషలు నేర్చి ఆంధ్రంబు రాదంచు, సెకిలించు ఆంధ్రుడా చావెందుకురా. కాళోజీ నారాయణరావు. పాల మేగడ కన్నా పాయసాన్నము కన్నా మధురమైనది మన తెలుగు భాష, చుంటె తేనె కన్నా జున్ను ముక్కల కన్నా తీయనైనది మన తెలుగు భాష, పంచదార కన్నా పనస తునల కన్నా తీయనైనది మన తెలుగు భాష, తీయ మామిడి కన్నా తీపులన్నిటికన్నా తీయనైనది మన తెలుగు భాష. మిగడ రామకృష్ణ వైజాగ్లో ఉంటారు, నా పక్కనే ఉంటారు. నేను వీళ్ళతో స్ఫూర్తితో చిన్న తెలుగు మీద రాశాను. తేనె కన్నా తీపి మన తెలుగు భాష, పేట గీతి పద్యం అలరేను ప్రాస, పల్లె పల్లెకు చూడ మారేను యాస, నన్న యాది కవుల నైపుణ్య ఘోష. సో తెలుగు భాష మీకు ఎంత ప్రేమ ఎందుకంటే మన భాష, మన చాలామంది స్టూడెంట్స్ ఈ మధ్యన పిల్లలు వస్తున్నారు, పాండవులు ఎవరంటే తెలియదండి. ఎంతమంది ఉంటారంటే 5. మన ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్లో పరిస్థితి ఇది. మీ పేర్లు చెప్పమంటే ధృతరాష్ట్రుడు, విభూషణుడు. సో నా ఉద్దేశంలో చదువు అంటే మన భాష, మన సంస్కృతి, సంప్రదాయం, సంస్కారం చదువు నా ఉద్దేశం. నేను తెలుగు నా చిన్నప్పుడు నేర్చుకున్న తెలుగు నాకు స్టిల్ ఇప్పుడు రిమెంబర్ ఐ లైక్ పోతన. బాల రసాల సాల నవపల్లవ కోమల కావ్యకన్యకను ఊరులకిచ్చి ఆ పొడుపుగూడు భుజించడి కంటే సత్కవులు హాలికులైననేమి, గహనాంతర సేమన కందమూల కౌద్ధాలికులైననేమి, నిజదార సుతోదర పోషణార్థం. అలా వైకుంఠపురంబులో నగరిలో ఆ మూల సౌదంబు దాపల మందార వనాంతరామృత సర ప్రాంతేందు కాంతోపలోత్పల పర్యంక రమా వినోది ఆపన్న ప్రసన్నుడు విప్పల నాగేంద్రము పాహి పాహి అని గుయ్యాలించి సంభ్రమించి పోతాం. శ్రీనాథుడు శ్రీగల వానికి చెల్లును తరుణులు 16 వేల తెగ పెండ్లాడంగా తిరిగి మనకిద్దరాండ్రా పరమేశ గంగ విడుగు పార్వతి చాలు. ఒక పల్లెటూరు గురించి పలనాడులో పల్లెటూరు గురించి చెప్తా శ్రీనాథుడు చెప్పి చిన్న కవిత్వం 4 లైన్లు. చిన్న చిన్న గుళ్ళు చిల్లర దేవుళ్ళు, నాగులేటి నీళ్లు నాపరాళ్ళు, సజజొన్న కూళ్ళు సర్పంబులు తేళ్ళు, పల్లెనాటి సీమ పల్లెటూరు. అదే మన అలసాని పెద్దనవలి కవితల్లిన పెద్దనవలి అల్పకవిని పెద్దనవలిన గద్దనవలి ఎద్దనవలి ముద్దనవలి కృష్ణరాయ రూపాలని చెప్తాడు. ఆ పెద్దన సౌత్ ఇండియాలో ఉండి హిమాలయాలు చూడకుండా ఒక అద్భుతమైన పద్యం చెప్పాడు. అటజనిగాంచె భూమిశ్వరుడు అంబర చుంబి శిరస్థల జరీపటల ముహుర్ముహుర్లుడ దబంగ తరంగ మృదంగ నిస్వనస్ఫుట నటనానుకూల పరిపుల్ల కలాప కలాపి జాలమును కటక జరత్కరేను కరకంపిత సాలము శీతశైలమని అద్భుతంగా హిమాలయాలు వర్ణించాడు. మా ఫ్రెండ్ ఒక ఆయన చెప్పాడు, నార్త్ ఇండియాలో మీరు ఎవరు సంబడి సెడ్ డైవోర్స్ రేట్ ఇస్ వెరీ హై అండ్ ఆల్ దట్. దెన్ ఈ సెడ్ వెరీ సింపుల్ థింగ్, మెనీ పీపుల్ ఆర్ హియర్. ది సీక్రెట్ ఆఫ్ హ్యాపీ మ్యారేజ్ లైఫ్ చెప్పాడు. సీక్రెట్ ఆఫ్ హ్యాపీ మ్యారేజ్ లైఫ్ ఏంటంటే, ఇఫ్ యూ ఆర్ అట్ ఫాల్ట్ అపాలజైజ్ ఇమీడియట్లీ, ఇఫ్ షీఈ్ అట్ ఫాల్ట్ అపాలజైజ్ ఆఫ్ 15 minutes. సో దీనికి నంది తిమ్మన పారిజాత పర్వంలో అద్భుతమైన 2 పద్యాలు చెప్పాడు. జలజాతాసన వాసవాది స్వర పూజా భాజనంబై తనచ్చు లతాంతాయుడు కన్న తండ్రి శరమచ్చో వామపాదంబునం తొలగంద్రోచి లతాంగి అట్లయగు నాథులు నేరములు సేయ పేరెలగం చెందిన కాంతలెందు ఉచిత వ్యాపారములు నేర్తురే అన్నాడు. సత్యభామ తల్లుతుంది శ్రీకృష్ణుడి. అప్పుడు నను భవదీయ దాసుని మనంబున నెయ్యపు కెంగబూని తాచిన ఎద నాకు మన్ననయ్య చల్వగు నీ పదపల్లవంబు మత్తను పులకాగ్ర కంటక వితానము తాచిన నుచ్చు నుంచి నేను నిజ అల్కమానవు కదా ఇకనైనా నరాళకంతల అని శ్రీకృష్ణుడు వేడుతుంటాడు. అంటే అప్పుడే చెప్పాడు ఏంటి, మన హౌ టు ట్రీట్ యువర్ వైఫ్ అని. అలాగే మన సాహిత్యంలో చాలా చాలా అద్భుతమైన విషయాలు ఉన్నాయి. కులం గురించి రెండు పద్యాలు చెప్తాను. కులము గలవాడు గోత్రము గలవాడు విద్యతోడ వెర్రదీగువాడు పసిరి గలుగువా అని బానిస గుడుగులు విశ్వదాది రామ వినరవేది రామని చెప్పిన విషయం. నా కవిత బతూటి వదనంబు యగాదిగా చూసి రూపురేఖ వైఖరులగాంచి భలీ భలీ అన్నవారలే నీ కులమేమి ప్రశ్న వలయంప చివాలు లేచిపోవగన్ బాకులు గుచ్చినట్లుగును పార్థివ చంద్ర వచింప సిగ్గుగునని గుర్ర జాషువా చెప్తారు కులం గురించి. సో దీంతో ఇన్స్పైర్ అయ్యి నేను కవిత్వం రాయడం మొదలుపెట్టి మన ఊబకాయం మీద మా పేషెంట్ చాలామంది వస్తున్నారు. వచ్చినప్పుడు చాలామంది సంవత్సరానికి 2-3 వచ్చేవాడు 20 years బ్యాక్. ఇప్పుడు రోజు 3 వస్తున్నారు, మోర్ దెన్ 100 cases. అమెరికాలో యూ థింక్ ది ఒబిసిటీ ఇస్ నౌ 35%, ఐ థింక్ 30 to 35%. ఇండియాలో ఇప్పుడు అర్బన్ ఇండియాలో 12%. బట్ స్టిల్ ఇట్ ఈస్ లార్జ్ బికాస్ ద హ్యూజ్ పాపులేషన్ ఇన్ ఇండియా దట్ విల్ డెఫినెట్లీ అవుట్ నంబర్ అమెరికా. అండ్ ద బిగ్గెస్ట్ ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఇన్ ఇండియా ఈస్ ద డయాబెటీస్ అండ్ ద పియర్ షేప్ ఒబిసిటీ. దాని మీద ఇన్స్పైర్ అయ్యే పద్యం రాశాను. ప్రివెంటివ్ కార్డియాక్ ఊబకాయంపై ఎంతైనా రాస్తా గోబ గుయ్యమనిపించేస్తా. 3వ ప్రపంచ యుద్ధం ఇది, నేడో రేపో తథ్యం అది. అలనాడు మానవుడు ఆకులలములు దించు కందమూలములే కడుపు నింపక జోర్చి అడవిలో పరిగెట్టి విల్లెక్కు పెట్టి పెట్ట మాంసను కొట్టి చెట్టు గొమ్మను కొట్టి 2 రాళ్ళను తీసి నిప్పు రాజేసి కోటి విద్యను నేర్చి కూటి కోసం చూసి. ఇప్పుడు ఏంటంటే వ్యాయామం లేని చదువు, విరామం లేని కొడుగు, ఎంటర్ చేస్తే డేటా, ఇంటికే ఫుడ్ బేట, పలుగు పట్టుట లేదు, పప్పు రుబ్బుట రాదు, రిమోట్ తిప్పితే పంట, మేట నొక్కితే వంట, కార్లు ఎలివేటర్లు, వాల్మార్ట్లు కాల్ సెంటర్లు, నడిచే మనిషే కరువయ్యాడు, పుడుతూ పుడమికి బరువయ్యాడు. మెదడుకు మబ్బు, గుండెకు జబ్బు, కీళ్లకు రోగం, ఊపిరితో రాగం, రక్తపోటు ఎక్కువ, చక్కెర వ్యాధికి మక్కువ, లివర్లో కొవ్వు, క్యాన్సర్కు లవ్వు, ఎక్కువగా గురక పక్కవాడికి ఎరుక, ఊబకాయంతో ప్రాణం కూరగాయల్లో దీపం. ఒక పూట తింటే యోగి, 2 పూటలు తింటే భోగి, ముప్పొద్దులో తింటే రోగి, ఆలోచించి కాసేపు ఆగి. So I'll end my poetry here. So what I want to impress upon you is we started a small project in Pandurangapuram with the donations of 65 lakhs from the local residents, 35 lakhs from UDA, Visaga Urban Development. This was dreamt. I'm a big dreamer. So this people did not believe that it will be inaugurated with this then Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu inaugurated this project. This small project, only 1 crore project. People can, and this is the next dream I am having. You know this temple, Panduranga temple. Panduranga ni peru pettukunnadi uru Sidilavasthulo chudu devasthanam ledu. We are going to renovate it with 2 crores. So what I appeal to all of you is know your purpose of life, grow to your fullest potential, but sow the seeds for the needs of others. Add value to all these places where you are there. I'll finish. And the last slide of mine is how to become wise, rich, healthy and happy. Very simple. You want to become wise, talk less, listen more, read more or browse more. You want to become rich, spend less and earn more. If you spend more and earn less, even Vijay Mallya will become poor. At this age, if you want to be healthy, please listen to me. Eat less and work out in the gym more. Eat less and work more. And the bottom line is how to be happy in life. Take less and give more. Take less and give more if you are a son to your parents, if you are an employee to your organization, if you are a citizen to the country, and if you are a student to the college. Take less and give more. Thank you very much. And I come from Dallas, and I visited the place where Kennedy was assassinated. Ask not what the country has done for you. Ask what the country you are going to do the country. Ask not what the college has done for you. Ask yourself what you can do to the college. Thank you.
College Alumni of North America AMCANA awards this plaque to Dr. Idra Pedave Raju in recognition of your vision, commitment and leadership as a great liaison between AMCANA and AMCOSA, presented on Saturday, July 28, 2018 at the Treasure Island Resort, Las Vegas, Nevada. Dr. Sriram Sunti and Dr. Prasad Chavsani. Fast award ceremony, and the award committee has decided 3 people who have done an excellent service during their lifetime. So our first AMCANA honoree is Dr. Lakshmi Durisetti, Pediatrics AMC class of 1963, MBBS and 1971 MD. Dr. Lakshmi Durisetti.
I'd like to invite Dr. Saralakshmi Durisetti. She's 1963 batch, and her beloved husband, Chamarajendra Seshagir Rao Durisetti.
Please, their full details are in our souvenir. For time's sake, I'm not replicating all that information, but Dr. Lakshmi Garu has pledged today for 1 crore rupees for the AMC CAP project. Our next awardee is Dr. Punyamurthy Kishore, class of 1967, MPH Harvard School of Public Health. You have heard about his lecture this afternoon in the general body. Dr. Punyamurthy Kishore.
Andhra Medical College Alumni of North America AMCANA awards this plaque to Dr. Punyamurthala Subbara Kishore in recognition of your inspirational service through your opioid addiction management programs. Presented on Saturday, July 28, 2018 at the Treasure Island Resort, Las Vegas, Nevada. Signed Sriram Santi, Chairman, and Prasad Chalasani, President.
So then we have a few other awards. The third service award is Dr. Ravi Sharma and Dr. Seshu Sharma. I don't think they need any introduction.
Andhra Medical College Alumni of North America, AMCANA, awards this plaque to Dr. P. Ravi Sharma and Seshu Sharma in recognition of your outstanding services to humanity and unparalleled love to your parents and our alma mater. Presented on Saturday, July 28, 2018 at the Treasure Island Resort, Las Vegas, Nevada. Sriram Santi, MD, Chairman, AMCANA, and Prasad Chalasani, MD, President, AMCANA.
Recognition awards. I'm going to call their names. If you all can come here, we can do one photograph. And Dr. Sitaramaya Garu, Dr. Jogi and Annapurna, they could not be here. Dr. Raj Nandyal, please come on, each of you. Dr. Srinivas Jojavarapu and Dr. Ram Kairam. These alumni have done a significant contributions to our alma mater. Dr. Jojavarapu Srinivas has donated $100,000 towards CAP project, and Dr. Raj Nandyal has pledged 1 crore rupees towards CAP project, and of course you know the rest of the two, who has been instrumental in many projects of AMCANA. So Dr. Sitaramaya, Andhra Medical College Alumni of North America awards this plaque to Dr. Sitaramaya Nagula in recognition of your inspirational projects to improve quality of women and child health care at King George Hospital, presented on Saturday, July 28, 2018 at Treasure Island Resort, Las Vegas, Nevada. Dr. Sriram Sunti, Chairman, AMCANA, Dr. Prasad Chalasani, President, AMCANA. Andhra Medical College Alumni of North America awards this plaque to Dr. Raj Gopal Nandyal in recognition of your exceptional selfless service to our alma mater and his leadership in our AMCANA, presented on Saturday, July 28, 2018 at Treasure Island Resort, Las Vegas, Nevada. Dr. Sriram Sunti and Dr. Prasad Chalasani. Andhra Medical College Alumni of North America awards this plaque to Dr. Ram Mohan Kairam in recognition of your extraordinary ability to guide AMCANA through the past 3 decades and your dedication to our alma mater, presented on Saturday, July 28, 2018 at the Treasure Island Resort, Las Vegas, Nevada. Dr. Sriram Sunti, Chairman, Dr. Prasad Chalasani, President. Andhra Medical College Alumni of North America awards this plaque to Dr. Srinivas Jujavarpu in appreciation of his commitment to our AMCANA and AMC CAP project, presented on Saturday, July 28, 2018 at Treasure Island Resort, Las Vegas, Nevada. Dr. Sriram Sunti, Chairman AMCANA, Dr. Prasad Chalsani, President AMCANA. One of AMC liaison is very important. We have a lot of ideas, but somebody has to execute. Dr. Padavir Raj Garu, Dr. Ramurthy Garu, and Dr. Narsingh Rao, we call him Naveen. They are three instrumental, and Naveen in the last 2 years has really helped us to get a lot of projects. Dr. Naveen Narsingh Rao, Andhra Medical College alumni of North America, awards this plaque to Dr. S. Narsingh Rao in appreciation of your outstanding leadership as liaison between AMC and AMCANA, presented on Saturday, July 28, 2018 at the Treasure Island Resort, Las Vegas, Nevada. Dr. Sriram Sunti, Chairman AMCANA, Dr. Prasad Chalsani, President AMCANA.
Thank you, AMCANA, thank you, AMC 1981 batch.
It's always a pleasure for me to give some awards as a president, and this year I've chosen two who are extremely helpful to make my life a little easier. One is Dr. Mallareddy. Everybody says he's so important to this organization. He's a backbone. We all are the face value, but he does everything behind the door. I truly appreciate Dr. Mallareddy. In fact, I established AMCANA Nephrology Medal in his honor for his work as a president last 2 years ago. Andhra Medical College alumni of North America awards this plaque to Dr. Mallareddy Madila in recognition of your outstanding leadership, commitment, dedication, service to AMCANA and to our alma mater, presented on Saturday, July 28, 2018 at Treasure Island Resort, Las Vegas, Nevada. Sriram Sunti, Chairman AMCANA, Prasad Chalsani, President AMCANA.
Dr. Mallareddy Madula, he does everything with his own style and a beautiful smile. Dr. Mallareddy.
Sriram Garu got a little rhyme as well. The last award of the evening, Presidential Award, goes to Dr. Jyoti Rao. As a new budding AMCANA member, she has done wonderful. She takes notes every EC meeting, and of course, she's from class of 1981. AMCANA awards this plaque to Dr. Jyoti Rao in appreciation of your invaluable service, vision, and commitment to AMCANA and our alma mater. Presented on Saturday, July 28, 2018 at Treasure Island Resort, Las Vegas, Nevada. Dr. Sriram Sunti, Dr. Prasad Chalsani. Dr. Uma for vote of thanks. Before that, I want class of 1981 want to take 30 seconds. It's the only one I can impose on. I can't impose on any other speakers, but I will impose on him for 30 seconds.
This is an unscripted speech. I asked Prasad whether I could just talk for about a minute. I belong to the 1982 batch, 1 year junior to Prasad, and we always wondered how Prasad, coped with his, medical, he used to party all night, but the next day is to go back and, get all the medals, whatever is possible in the college. And we always wondered how he did it, Prasad. And you're always a source of inspiration to all of us, it was great knowing you, and we thank the the board for organizing this wonderful occasion. I could meet my classmates from Timpani School, Jyoti, Vijayalakshmi. I could meet my classmates from Avian College, Dakshinamurthy, Bush. And though I belong to the 1982 batch, I want to recognize the 1981 batch who have come in such large numbers. Can you all please stand up, 1981 batch? Give them all a big applause. It's like so many people. Thank you for coming from India. Thank you for all, for all of you coming here and making this such a great occasion for us to meet. And again, I hope that our class will show up next year. That's what I told my classmates, that we should do this next year. 2020? Yeah, 2020. And I'm sure that all of us will make it here and make this a grand success. Thanks a lot again, everybody. Thank you very much.
We have the volunteers coming up, picking up the envelopes and your pledges. I'll have Dr. Uma, the last set of speeches.
అందరికీ నా నమస్కారాలు. Good evening. As you know, I am Uma Pengonda, 1963 to 69 batch. Last 3 decades I involved with AMCANA as a member. Then afterwards I was secretary for a few years. Then president-elect for a few years. And due to personal reason, I'm not going to continue as a president-elect, but I'll be in the board of trustees from today onwards. Thank you for nominating me. First of all, I want to thank the most important people on behalf of AMCANA, all the audience who are members of AMCANA and also non-life members. Life members and also non-life members who are present here today with their families to attend this wonderful, what I can say, beautiful, wonderful, talented meet arranged by Dr. Chalsan Prasad and Dr. Mallare. And then next one is a lot of the most distinguished guests who are here, Dr. Sudhakar, our principal of AMC, and then Dr. Pedavi Raju, Vice President of AMCOSA, and then Dr. Ravaraju, past President of, past Vice Chancellor of NTR University. For coming here, thank you so much, and we all appreciate your arrival here. I hope you're going to enjoy it. And the other important persons I want to thank is all the other delegates are members who came from all over the parts, mostly from all parts of the USA, and then Australia, UK, and Caribbean Islands, Trinidad, and also Cayman Islands. So thank you for coming, all of you. Okay, and then thank you. Another thing I am wanted is, you already talked about Dr. Chalsan Prasad. So he did a great job, working hard and taking advices from all of the executive committee members and board of trustees. And I congratulate you. I hope you'll continue like that next 2 years, 4 years. Mallare, I don't have to say anything, but you did a great job to arranging this hotel and all the food, everything. What else you did? Extra, so much things you did. Thank you so much. And the 3 organizers who are in local organizer, Dr. Sarvalakshmi and Dr. Divakar Reddy, including Mallare, they did a wonderful job to get this meeting very well done. And next one is, it won't take a long time, one more important people, I don't want to miss them. All the present executive members and also past executive members and board of trustees, they helped a lot for the meeting. So thank you all for that. Dr. Rajgopal did a wonderful job on CMB as a director and also moderator. Thank you, Dr. Rajgopal. All the speakers who have done a great job for CMB, thank you so much. Next one is 2 donors like Dr. Chalsan Prasad and Dr. Vishnu Elementary somewhere. They donated quite a sum of money for this meet. And there are some other donors anonymously, all also. Thank you so much. And of course the mementos and the snacks, Dr. Jyoti arranged the snacks that are in your bags. And some mementos presented by of our friends Saralakshmi, Sunti, and Dr. Edamali Lakshmi, she's not here, and also so many people who are here. I hope they're going to enjoy it today. If I miss anybody to say thank you, I'm so sorry, but on behalf of AMCANA, I'm going to say thank you so much. And next one is, I want to thank you, the banquet managers, what is called, Mrs. Mishi, Jerome, and then Julia, and Julie, I think, and all the staff who arranged all these things for our breakfast, lunch, dinner, and all these equipment for all these entertainments. So thank you all for that. And last but not least, I want to thank you, Chad. The music people who came to entertain after, Mrs. Manish Sastri and Krishna Prasad, they're going to entertain you all. I hope you will all enjoy that. After that, I don't think I date anybody. There will be a disco, what is that? You'll have a dance, entertainment, dance, and then etc. But there's another surprise guest. I hope he's here. Mr. R.K. Patnaik. He came from India, visit somebody, but when they heard about this meet, he wants to come and entertain us. So he's here somewhere. So thank you, Prasad. Oh, thank you so much. And I want to mention, Dr. Kadavira Garu also helped a lot as a liaison for AMCANA and AMCOSA. One more thing I want to talk about. Just to think, everybody thinking that you can help our AMC just by donating the money of funds. But the reason I want to tell you one point, you can do anything to help our alma mater. Okay? Because one of my friends, my classmate, Dr. Vijay Kumar, doing a tremendous job on leprosy mission. So he did wonderful surgeries, constructive surgeries, which I witnessed. So you can feel so hard because the kids are so small and also teenagers who have the epilepsy. So he done the surgery even all over the North India, South India. So I congratulate him. I will convey my wish, thanks and wishes for him to continue his job. So if any one of you have so much skills, please go and help to the people in India. Last but not least, I want to say thank you and my husband somewhere here to support me throughout my AMCANA career, so doing all these things. So that's it. And I want you all enjoy the next program, dinner, banquet dinner, and also music, and also dance, and then anything else you want to do extra.